By now you know the power of positive thinking, except if you're smart enough and wise enough, you also know that you don't just think positive and it naturally happens. You understand that it's actually about getting control of the way you see reality, which means you need to be able to have honest and open conversations with yourself and with the Creator so that you can find out what you really think and believe. No, you don't just think positive thoughts. Now, the number one thing that really helps is to take conscious time in healing work, to look at what you really secretly think and believe, which means to actually bring up the negative. So one great way to do this is through the power of visualization. And not just by thinking the positive and seeing the positive. Now, this is very important. But since 24/7, 365 days a year, you're roaming around with a certain belief system in the back of your mind, and you're just trying to think positive over it and visualize positive things over it. It's like having a painting, which is your reality, your perception, your manifestation, that's filled with charcoal, black charcoal, and you try to paint a beautiful watercolor over the top of it. Well, that charcoal's still there, isn't it? So what can you do? It's very simple. You allow yourself to actually imagine the worst case scenario. Now, of course, you're not going around doing this all day long. You're tapping into those secret beliefs, that secret fear that you have that's actually creating in the background and shows up through your sabotages, your negative patterns and cycles, which are there to protect you. So you use this conscious healing time to bring up the worst case scenario, and then you change it. Now, this is what I help my clients do. It can be easy once you know how, but we're so used to trying to use force and needing things to happen straight away that guess what? We sort of mess it up. So here's what you do. You bring in things to interact with the image rather than just trying to change it. In fact, if you need it to change, it won't. You accept that this is what you really believe. You accept that this is what you're really thinking right now. And then you bring in things to interact with it, and this will change it. Things such as imagining the worst case scenario and literally imagining swirling light in the image. Imagining that maybe if you're scared of maybe losing your house for some reason, this is in the back of people's mind. They think, well, if I get really successful, then I might mess it up, lose it all, and I could lose my house. Here's a great thing you can do. As you allow yourself to imagine the negative, see yourself going through that pain, breathe, allow the feelings in your body. Then you reimagine it. And as you do so, the person who's taking your house, you see them crack a big grin, and you might even say out loud or just in your mind, just kidding. And then maybe friends of yours jump out of the bushes. You just imagine that you add them in, and they laugh at you too, and then out loud preferably, but you can do it internally. Out loud, you'd go, and you'd laugh, you put a smile on your face as you're imagining the worst thing happening, being shown that was actually a gag, and you go, oh, that was the worst joke ever. You take a big deep breath, then you imagine more light, then you imagine them giving you the keys back, or something like that. This works on the most deeply and profound levels. You will really see your reality start to shift and change when you use this as a regular part of your life. And this is what I can help you do with my one-to-one healing, coaching, and spiritual guidance work. So if you're a leader, a change maker, a female entrepreneur with a spiritual minded heart that is ready to make a difference in the world on greater levels than you already have been, then reach out and ask about my one-to-one work or sign up for my Healers ebook. Read my ebook, get on my email list. My ebook will teach you the missing link in forgiveness. Now, forgiveness is actually a great manifestation tool, and you don't forgive for the other person, you forgive for yourself. And forgiving isn't just saying, I forgive. There's an actual chemical process. And I've been doing this for 14 years, almost a decade and a half. And I have developed a potent forgiveness method that dissolves the hurt energy and helps you forgive, even if what happened wasn't okay at all and you will never be okay with it. You'll still be able to forgive, which means releasing the hurt feeling. You'll also learn the 3 big mistakes everyone makes when healing themselves and others, plus what you can do instead, the forgiveness step being one of them, with some potent self-talk healing scripts, and some prayers, some things to dissolve the negative in your life and walk you up into positivity, into empowerment, into motivation, and into feeling strong within yourself. I'm Kai Clifford, your spiritual guide and energy alchemist. Let me know if you try this healing visualization. I also have a home study program on it, a little mini masterclass with a teaching, a PDF that walks you through, plus some bonuses. So if you want to check that out, go to my programs page, spiritualsuccessjourney.com/programs. And to get my free healers ebook, it's spiritualsuccessjourney.com/healers ebook, or just click the link in the bio. Gorgeous. Let me know how this healing visualization goes for you. Sometimes it doesn't work very well in the beginning, but that doesn't mean it doesn't work. It's just like doing push-ups. Sometimes you can't do 20 push-ups, 10 push-ups, whatever it is when you first start doing push-ups. You have to practice. So let me know if you have any questions and let me know how I can help.